Hi kids, it's Reverend James here with Children's Time. Today we're going to hear the story from the Bible about Hannah. Hannah was the mother of one of the greatest prophets in the Old Testament, the prophet Samuel. Samuel went on to do God's work, and through Samuel, God chose the kings of Israel, first Saul, and then the great king of Israel, King David, who is one of Jesus's ancestors. So Hannah, of course, being Samuel's mom, plays a crucial role in the history of Israel. When we meet Hannah, however, things weren't going great. She had been married and she didn't have any kids. And at that time, to not have kids, people looked down on you. People thought God was punishing you somehow, that there was something wrong with you. And so Hannah was treated very poorly by lots of different people, except her husband. Her husband loved her and cared for her deeply and said it didn't matter that they didn't have kids. All what mattered is that they loved each other and had each other. And that kind of got her through. But we're going to hear and meet Hannah in this little clip I have for you now.
Slapstick Theater. Hannah and God. This is Hannah.
Hi.
Hannah was married to a man named Elkanah.
Hey!
But they were not able to have any children. This made Hannah sad.
Aw.
It's okay. Come on.
Every year, Hannah and Elkanah would go to the house of the Lord at Shiloh to pray to God and offer sacrifices. Hannah would cry out and pray to the Lord. She told God that if he gave her a son, she would give him back to him and that her son would serve God all the days of his life. Hannah was so upset that one of the priests, Eli, thought there was something off about her. But Hannah told him that she had been praying because she had a broken heart. Eli told her, "May the God of Israel grant the request you've made."
Thank you.
And then Hannah was no longer sad. In due time, Hannah became pregnant and gave birth to a son.
Yeah!
She named him Samuel, for she said, "I asked the Lord for him." Hannah did as she said she would, and once Samuel was a little older, she took him to the temple. Hannah prayed and gave thanks to God, and Samuel grew up in the temple serving the Lord.
One of the things that always strikes me about Hannah is how horribly she was treated by some people. Her neighbors around her where she lived, one in particular, teased her, bullied her, made fun of her because she didn't have any children, made her feel like garbage. And then when she went to the temple to pray, the priest there thought something was wrong with her, thought she was weird or off somehow. And it reminds me of how so easily we dismiss people who are different from us, who have struggles, who are acting outside what we consider normal, and how sometimes it can get our backs up and we want to distance ourselves from them or even lash out at them. But Hannah just needed healing. Hannah just needed someone to hear her, and God heard her prayer. And it reminded me of this story, how to heal a broken wing, how there's this bird that has a broken wing in a big city, and no one notices, no one cares, no one does anything about it, except this little boy, Will, who takes the bird and cares for it and nurses it back to health. And I think it's a call for us to be like Will, to notice those people in our world who are hurting, who are being ignored, who are different, and just need someone to reach out to them, to talk to them, to acknowledge that they're here and that they're cared for. So have a look at this story, How to Heal a Broken Wing.
How to Heal a Broken Wing by Bob Graham. How to heal a broken wing. High above the city, no one heard the soft thud of feathers against glass. No one saw the bird fall. No one looked down, except Will. Will saw a bird with a broken wing. And he took it home. A loose feather can't be put back, but a broken wing can sometimes heal. With rest and time and a little hope, a bird may fly again. Will opened his hands and with a beat of its wings, the bird was gone.